Hello everyone, welcome back to Quiz Show, your favorite Marist College game show. As you can notice, I am not your host, Matt Carpenter. I'm actually your new host of the Quiz Show, Max with the Facts Hochberg. Tonight we got a great show ahead for you. We have Jimmy, we have Madison, we have Eli. Say hi guys.
Hello.
How's it going?
We're back again in the studio with a new game, a new season, a new journey to go on, you could say. So I think we should just get into it. Everyone knows how the game works. There's a buzzer round. After that we have regular questions. We'll go in order. Then we have buzzer round again. You guys know how the game works. More questions, interviews. Is that a hand raise, I see?
That is a hand raise. How many buzzer questions are first?
There's two buzzer questions. First one's worth 50 points. The second one is worth 25 points.
Thank you.
So we're going to start with our buzzer round, and you can buzz in whenever you want. And I see Jimmy buzzed in first.
For what?
So Jimmy, the first buzzer round question I ask you is in movies. What is the name of the school that Harry, Ron, and Hermione attend in the Harry Potter films?
That would be Hogwarts.
Hogwarts is correct. That is the correct question. Yes?
I have another hand raise.
I see that, yeah. I do see another hand raise.
Do we ask the question and then buzz in?
I'm gonna have to, as the producer, we might have to go back for a second. I might have massively screwed up right here, but hey, you know, this is the first listen. Well, you know, we're learning as a team, we're learning as a group. I'm gonna get a thumbs up or a thumbs down here in a second. Chris is giving me a thumbs up. I did it correct. I did the thing.
No.
It should have been a thumbs down. That's, you know, very little. Okay, so yeah, I noticed Eli was giving me a face. We're gonna cut this section. Kirsten, give me a thumbs up if you want to just continue, or a thumbs down if you want to start over.
Well, we need another question.
Okay, we can continue. So, listen, like, you know, I'm not gonna lie if I'm gonna tell you. I'll tell you right now, I have very little experience with game show hosting.
Max, you're doing great.
You know what, Jimmy? I want to thank you for that because
I got the first question.
I don't feel. I guess
Hogwarts.
yeah, it's the well. Okay. Let's move on to our second buzzer question in the category of television. Okay, there's another hand raise.
Okay, I just want to know, is he getting those points?
I'm gonna kick that out to Kirsten.
I say give me the points.
It's a disaster already. I'm gonna say we're gonna give him the points. I'm getting a thumbs up from Chris.
All right.
I'm
Fine.
sweating profusely.
He can't buzz in this round.
What?
Well, all right. We're gonna move on to the next question. It's been up there for a while. I ask you who infamously said you'll rue this day on iCarly. Buzzers are live.
Hello? Are you getting any buzzes?
It was Jimmy first. I'm sorry. Jimmy came in first again. I did not notice that, but Jimmy, your answer?
That would be Neville Papperman.
That's a good answer because it is the correct answer. So yeah, that's gonna conclude. You can put your phones away for now for the buzzer round. Jimmy, you're pretty quick on both of those. That's a good move. And listen, you know, I'm glad this is being recorded. For my own sake, you know, we learn through experience. I'm gonna move on before I keep rambling here. Next category, we're gonna move on to round one here. Our first category is gonna be television. I ask you, what is the name of Negan's bat on The Walking Dead? And we're gonna come to Jimmy first in the order.
You know, I stopped The Walking Dead at season 4, so I couldn't tell you. I'm gonna take a wild guess here. Louisville Slugger.
Louisville Slugger. It's an interesting guess. That is a famous bat inscription or company. I don't know. It was on my bat as a kid. Unfortunately, incorrect. Not the right answer. We're gonna move on to Madison. She has a chance to get those points.
Okay, I've never seen The Walking Dead personally, but when you said bat, I thought of like an actual animal, and in that case, I would name a bat Steve.
Steve. If this were the bat, as in the type of flying rodent, I would say yes. That is a good guess. Steve is a pretty great. Unfortunately, incorrect. The correct answer is actually.
Wait, doesn't he get to go?
No, he doesn't.
Okay,
No.
never mind. Sorry.
I really thought I messed that one up again. Don't
really
do
on
that
edge
to
right
me.
now.
I'm having
sorry.
enough stress.
I don't mean to scare you. I don't mean to scare you.
The correct answer is actually Lucille. I wasn't a Walking Dead guy, but I remember my cousin was freaking out. He was like, "Oh my God, they hit someone in the head," and I was like, "All right, well, let's move on." So next question in television, we're going back to Madison here for her own question. I ask you, what actor from Game of Thrones was nominated for an Emmy every single season of the show?
All right. I also did not watch Game of Thrones. I know that's a crime. It's my dad's favorite show. But I'm going to guess the chick that's married to Joe Jonas. So what's her name is the question. How specific? Sophie? Sophie.
We're looking for a name here.
Her name's
of a person.
Sophie.
Okay.
Do I need a last name?
So, like Beyonce, like just Sophie? Like,
Well, no. Now I guess her last
No
name's
last name.
Jonas now.
okay.
I don't know her old last name.
So we're going with Sophie Jonas?
Well, Sophie something, now Jonas.
Okay.
It's wrong.
It's a good guess. Incorrect. We're going to move on to Eli here to see if he can get these points.
The only person I can think of who was in Game of Thrones is Peter Dinklage, so I'll go with that.
That is a good guess. It's also the correct answer. Peter Dinklage is who we were looking for. Next question in television. We're coming to Eli for his own question. Eli, I ask you, South Park takes place in what state?
Oh my God. This was on like 24/7 in my house last year. Why am I blanking? Oh my God.
We're looking for a state.
Yeah, I'm gonna be kicking myself if I get this wrong.
Jimmy's looking. He's looking
Yeah,
real.
I
He's
think
eyeing
I
for
know
those
it
points.
too.
He's looking hungry for those points. I gotta say.
Idaho.
Idaho. It's good guess. I'm not a fan of South Park, but that's a good guess. Unfortunately, incorrect. We're gonna move on to Jimmy here. He has the opportunity to get those points.
Max, I know this for a fact because South Park is the new Family Guy on TikTok with all those games on the bottom.
Oh my.
That would be Colorado.
Colorado is actually the correct answer. Colorado, South Park, Colorado, I guess, is where the show takes place. And that's all I have to say about that. So we're going to move on to the next question here in this category. I ask you, we're coming to Jimmy again. What is the current longest running live action primetime show ever? History television.
Would that be Grey's Anatomy?
Grey's Anatomy, a good answer. Lots of seasons. Unfortunately, incorrect. Not the correct answer there that we're looking for. So we're going to be coming back to Madison here. She can
Running
try and steal those points.
Live action primetime. Days of Our Lives.
Days of Our Lives, another good guess. Unfortunately, incorrect. We're actually looking for Law and Order SVU. Another Dick Wolf classic.
Sorry.
I don't know. It's just the name of the man.
Said it. It's
Nothing
the
funny
way
about
that he
Dick
said it.
Wolf. It's just his name.
No, the wolf made me think of the coyote at Marist, to be honest with you.
Oh,
And that's why
that's
I was
even
laughing.
darker.
It
That's a
wasn't-
rough subject.
Well, here's the thing. I was that kid that I thought it was a dog, and damn it, if I
lying.
see a dog that I don't pet, it'll be a cold day in
Stop
hell.
with the gaslighting. Stop with the gaslighting.
So we're gonna move on to our next question here. We're coming to Madison here again. What is the name? I'm sorry. We're going to Eli.
No, I'm up. Yeah.
Okay. I'm second guessing everything.
Right?
It's fine.
Max,
We're
you're
here.
okay.
Max, you're
Thank
doing
you.
great.
You know,
Great.
positive affirmation might be what I've
Round of
needed.
applause for Max, guys.
You know what? I've been doing a bad job, and I've only been doing a job for maybe 10
That's
minutes.
not true.
But, you
That's
know,
not true. You're doing
I'm
great.
okay with this. Matt's gonna not be my friend after this. Madison, I ask you, what is the name of the ship in the show Gilligan's Island?
That I don't know. That's another show that I have not seen.
It's an oldie.
It's definitely an oldie. I hear them kicking and screaming out there. I'm gonna guess. I don't know. The only ship name that I know from fiction. I'll go with the Jolly Roger.
Jolly Roger. That's a good guess. Unfortunately incorrect. So we're gonna move on to Eli. He can steal those points.
I have no idea. This is something I have to call my dad to know.
Unfortunately, there's no,
No phone a friend?
option.
Phone a father?
Yeah, phone a father. Not
Yeah, I
allowed.
didn't even have a guess.
Oh,
No
you don't want to even try for just the sake of
Was it called Kevin?
Kevin the boat from. That's actually correct. It's not. It's the SS Minnow. That's actually the correct answer.
Yeah,
Scared
so
me there.
close.
And it was pretty close. SS Minnow, Kevin. They share some. I think a letter, but that's all right. So we're gonna move on now to our last question from this category for now. What is Joey's job/hobby on Full House? This is referring to Uncle Joey from the beloved sitcom from the '90s. And we're gonna be coming to Jimmy here, to Eli. I'm getting mixed up. It's really bad. We're coming to Eli.
Again, gotta be honest, never watched this show. Such a great media major right now. I'll go with he was a carpenter.
It's a good guess. Unfortunately, correct. We're going to come to Jimmy. He's going to try and steal these points.
You know, I don't remember much about Full House. I watched it a little bit growing up when it was on reruns and such. I'm going to throw out he was a freelance photographer.
Okay, that's quite the guess. Unfortunately, incorrect. We're looking for ventriloquy, the little guy with the puppet. You know the thing. So that's going to conclude this the television category. We're going to move on to the next category, which is music. In music, I'm coming back to Jimmy again for his try. I ask you, which singer is most well known for her songs "Kill Bill" and "Shirt"? Madison looks champing at the bit to see if she can steal this one.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big music guy, so I can't necessarily say. Janis Joplin.
Janis Joplin. I appreciate the oldies music. I'm a pretty old head when it comes to music. Unfortunately, incorrect. Madison's making some expressions
I am
here.
baffled. The singer is SZA.
Oh.
The album is SOS. Everyone go stream
Wow.
on Apple Music and Spotify.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
That was a plug there. That was. Geez. Okay. So
Great album.
not even a little hesitation. So that is absolutely correct. We're again going to be coming back to Madison for her own question here. Still in the category of music, I ask you, what is the name of Bono's son, Eli Hewson's band? Bono, of course, of U2.
Bono of
the name
U2.
of name of his son's band.
See, if you told me who was Bono's band, I could have told you that.
Right, because I just said it, but.
Well, no, but I did actually know that.
Well, I agree. So,
Yeah.
looking for the.
Eli Hewson. That name doesn't ring a bell in my mind, but it's
No.
a band. That's a dude, so I'm thinking of a boy band here. It's not One Direction.
I can neither
That's my guess.
confirm
One
nor
Direction.
deny.
That's
I'm
my
not
guess.
saying
One
anything.
Direction. It's One
One
Direction.
Direction. It's a good guess. Unfortunately, correct. So we're going to come to Eli, see if he can steal those points. He might be a massive fan of whoever this person is. I've heard of only now.
I have never heard of this other Eli in my life.
This other
There can only be one.
I'm gonna go with the Beatles.
The Beatles. That's a good guess. Also, that is a band, in fact. Unfortunately, incorrect. The answer we're looking for is Inhaler. Everybody's
Who would name their
favorite
band Inhaler?
Inhaler.
Eli Hewson?
Eli Hewson. That's who. Bono's son. That's who.
Yeah, Bono's son.
That is who, but it's all right, Eli, because we're gonna come back to you for your own question here. Still in the category of music, I ask you, which female artist is going on tour this summer to celebrate 4 iconic decades as a singer? I see some math going on in the middle
I
of
am
the.
doing some math.
I don't know, Adele.
Adele, it's a good guess. Unfortunately, incorrect. So we're gonna come to Jimmy, see if he wants to steal these points.
Max, I'm going to have to say that would be Madonna.
Madonna.
Yeah.
Madonna is a great guess. It's also correct. That is
that
the
was my
right
guess.
answer.
That was a good one.
Madonna.
That was my
I
guess.
was not aware that Jimmy was a Madonna freak, but hey, at the end of the day, aren't we all at some level?
Hey,
So
she's having a concert at Boston. I was there for Burt Kreischer. That's the only reason why I knew that.
okay, it's all the pieces are coming together. So Jimmy, we're gonna come back to you again. You mentioned TikTok earlier, so this might help you out. Which album just won Album of the Year at the 2023 Grammy Awards?
That would be Harry's House by Harry Styles.
Harry's House. That's a good.
Go stream on Apple
it's a
Music
good
and
guess.
Spotify.
Also correct.
That's a great album.
I think
That's
Madison
great.
might have been getting that if it came to her. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. But that is all right. But we're gonna come to Madison now. The correct answer was Harry's House. I ask you, which of the following Taylor Swift songs has not been nominated for Song of the Year at the Grammy Awards? You Belong With Me,
I'm
All
good.
Too Well. Oh,
The answer's Out of the Woods.
okay. Well, that is in fact
Whoa.
the correct answer. Didn't even let me finish. That's probably
Go
one of
stream
the.
Out of the Woods on Apple Music.
All right, we
Is this,
made
is
very.
this an Apple Music plug?
Yeah,
What is
we-
this Spotify
Spotify
hype?
and Spotify.
We're
listen.
plugging-
Are we sponsored?
Yeah, we have a music producer in the studio apparently. A lot of plugs going on.
Guys, I'm a journalism major. Like, I don't.
That's fair. So that works.
That works.
That works for me. So we are going to be coming back to Madison again for her own question. What is the name of Drake's newest album released in 2022? It's his most
Oh.
recent album.
Yes. The name of that. Is that my question?
I believe it's Eli's question.
I want to
I-
disagree, so it doesn't seem like I'm wrong. But hey, for the 5th time, I think I messed it up. And
Right? Was the Taylor Swift one all me? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
his.
it is.
But I
is
do have the
Eli.
answer.
It is Eli.
Let's-
You can't answer.
I'm not gonna.
Listen, the host is trying to make it work for you. It's not gonna. It's not gonna happen though. It is literally Eli's turn. And
Go ahead, Eli.
I'm gonna let Eli.
Gotta give the right answer.
You want to tell me what it is? 'Cause
No.
I got no clue.
No.
Dude, I have no idea. I'm not doing well. on
Any
this.
guess?
I don't know. Drake the album.
Drake the album. It does incorporate Drake's name, so that is a good guess. Unfortunately incorrect. So we're gonna be coming back to Jimmy, see if he wants to steal these points.
I believe that would be Her Loss.
Her loss. That is the correct answer. Rich flex for anyone. I was actually featured on that track.
Oh yeah.
I can provide a little 21. Could you do something for me? I won't. I'll spare the guess,
Could you
but
do something for us, Max?
I could do something for you perhaps. But yeah, I'll spare the rest. So that's gonna conclude the music category here. So we're gonna move on now to the scores. So looking at the scores now for what we've gotten to so far. We have, just waiting a second. We have Madison at 200 points, Jimmy at 475 points, and Eli in a close third with 100 points. So that's where we're at right now. Jimmy, gotta say, you're flex that.
I am.
Where he's doing some work right now. He's putting it in.
Hey man, I'm a newcomer.
It's true.
Y'all are slacking right
First,
now.
yeah.
You're letting the newcomers show you
Yeah.
guys up right now. I know next to
Talk to
nothing
him.
about music, and I got I wouldn't say the majority of them, but a good amount of them right.
Good.
So.
He did
You
pretty
and
well.
me, we're teaming up.
Whoa.
Okay,
whoa.
all right. So we have an
Next
alliance
time I
forming.
know the Drake album, you're the first to know.
Okay, I think the alliance is being instigated by Madison here, pretty much. But we're gonna move on to our buzzer round again in the category of literature. I asked you who wrote the original James Bond books. Buzzers are live. And okay, Jimmy buzzed in. So Jimmy, that's gonna be you.
I just wanted to buzz in just
just
to
wanted to
kind
buzz
of
in.
disturb the peace.
After
I have no idea.
After all that work that I tried, that's fine with me.
I am sorry, Max.
That's fine with me.
To be completely honest with you, I did not realize the movies were based off of books.
That is, well, you didn't know that at all. Any movie was based off any book?
Not a clue.
Well,
I thought that was original source material.
okay. Well,
Um,
that's
Yeah.
okay. All right.
was his named Bond James?
It was not Bond James. So we're gonna kick this. We'll kick this out to Eli and Madison. We can buzz in. Winner. I see someone's changed their name, so winner is the next one that buzzed in. So do we
That
have
was
an
me.
answer for who wrote the original James
I'm just
Bond
gonna guess.
books?
I don't lose points for this, right?
You cannot lose points.
Okay,
Only in the wagering
yeah.
round.
I don't know. We'll just guess a random guy, James Patterson.
James Patterson. That's not a random guy. That is an author. So
No,
you're on a better track than you thought. Oh,
Like I know who he is.
oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
Oh,
but he didn't write the James Bond books.
no.
Yep. No.
Eli, if you want to just
I've
make a
guessed
guess
wrong
now.
enough tonight. I'll just stay quiet.
All right, I kind of respect that. If you want to throw out a guess, just for serendipity's sake, see if you can just throw one out there.
Any author.
You can stay quiet if you want. I won't.
Yeah, I'll
force
stay
you.
quiet.
All right, that's fine. The answer is actually Sir Ian Fleming. That was a burp right there.
Oh.
I'm falling apart. I tried to keep her down, and it just.
That was a burp right there.
I hope they don't have YouTube in
Guys,
London.
you know
'cause-
what? These are gonna be great reels for next semester.
Ooh,
These
it's-
are gonna be
yeah.
great.
This will never. This is going in the Disney vault. This isn't
Yeah.
seeing the light. This isn't seeing the light of day. I refuse to let this happen. Okay, we're on our next buzzer question here. I ask you, Hugh Hefner published the first issue of which magazine in December of 1953? The buzzers are live. First is Madison, not Jimmy. We got there. We got there.
Okay,
Team.
we figured it
did
out?
Madison, I'm kicking it out to you. This question's coming to you.
I'm gonna go with Playboy.
Playboy, it's a good guess. Also, the correct answer. Playboy magazine, now defunct, I believe.
Why do you know that?
I don't want to talk about it because I'm gonna say something that is just I don't want on the internet. This is I'm in a dangerous territory here. The nervousness, and we'll move on. So we're gonna move on to round 2 of the questions. We're gonna go back to going in order, so you can put your buzzers away for now. Next, this category is gonna be movies. Personal favorite of mine. I do well with movies. Let's see that. Hopefully Jimmy can do well. He's licking his lips a little bit. So first movie question.
Not in
I ask
anticipation.
you. Which of the following films was not nominated for Best Picture at the 2023 Oscars? Elvis, The Woman King, or Top Gun Maverick?
I'm gonna have to say that was Elvis.
Ooh, Elvis. Good guess. Unfortunately, incorrect. You get the correct answer to the question. So we're going to move on to Madison here.
Is
to
the
try to
correct
save us
answer
points.
The Woman King?
That's a good guess. The correct answer also, Woman King with Viola Davis. A lot of people think snubbed. For sure for her to be Best Actress. There was, I think,
Your face.
yeah, we're okay. We'll be
Hey, man,
okay.
I had a
okay.
33% chance.
Well,
did.
you did. There were 3 options, and you picked the wrong one. But
I did.
We're
I did
learning
indeed.
together. So we're going to come to Madison with her own movie question. I ask you, in the Hunger Games, what is Katniss Everdeen's incredibly skilled in? What
She
her
is
skill?
incredibly skilled in archery
Archery?
/ bow and arrow.
Archery / bow and arrow. It's a good guess. Also correct.
Correct.
It is archery. Just checking my notes to make
Does
sure
Madison have the script?
we got just making sure that we got
Listen.
everything together here.
I didn't devote all of
that
middle
is-
school to the Hunger Games.
Keeping it
Wearing
together.
Katniss Everdeen braid every single day to not know that she did archery.
Been prepping for this for
I
quite a while.
have been.
So that is the correct answer. So we're gonna come to Eli now for his own movie question. I ask you, which iconic horror franchise is coming out with its 6th installment in March 10th, 2023, which stars Jenna Ortega and Melissa Barrera?
I believe that is Scream.
Scream. That's a good guess. Also, I believe the correct answer here. It is Scream. So you are going to be getting the points for that. And we're going to go to Jimmy now for his own question. You can see me fumbling around with the with the paper here. Which famous actress, best known for her role in Outer Banks, made her debut in the Knives Out franchise and Knives Out: A Glass Onion Mystery?
I'm gonna be honest. I never really watched The Outer Banks or any of the Knives Out movies, so I got nothing.
Nothing at all.
Nothing at all. I mean,
a shame.
let me throw out a guess here. I know this is completely wrong. Sydney Sweeney.
Sydney Sweeney,
Wrong,
very
but
good
that's a good
actress.
guess.
A good guess.
Thank you,
Unfortunately,
thank you.
incorrect.
You're on the right.
Am I on the right
It's the
path?
wrong
You're
thing
on the
to
right
say.
path because it is that. I'm pretty sure it is that blonde chick that looks like Sydney Sweeney.
Okay, all right. Okay, so
So like that's why you are on the right path.
I had the description in my head.
It is.
However, I don't know her name. Oh, Madeline Klein. Is that her name?
Well, yeah, that is her name, and it was your turn. So I'm gonna say you get those points.
That
and,
came out of nowhere.
yeah, it came out of left field, total stray, and
We're
correct.
here for it.
Correct. We're here for it.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I also did not watch Outer Banks, nor did I watch Glass Onion, Knives Out.
I did see Glass Onion, and
Chris definitely made you watch it.
Chris did not make me watch it, but I would agree that he enjoys movies.
Shout out to Chris.
Shout out to Chris. Let's do a shout out for Chris. Let's do a Chris cheer.
Chris.
Chris.
Does he just
He gets one.
Tough crowd.
Tough crowd, and we are going to be coming back to Madison for her own movie question. Who replaced Emma Furman as Cassie Lang in the upcoming 3rd installment of Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, new Ant-Man Marvel film coming out in theaters soon?
All right, this is a really loaded question. I'm not a huge Marvel
I
person.
didn't even know she got replaced.
I don't know who Emma Furman is, nor do I know who Cassie Lang is. I know that in maybe like I'm just gonna guess Florence Pugh.
Florence Pugh is a good guess. She is a friend of the Marvel Universe and an upcoming very young actress, kind of in her prime right now, actually, not really upcoming, but unfortunately incorrect, not the right answer. So we're gonna kick it to Eli for his chance to steal.
I know it's Paul Rudd's daughter in Ant-Man. I don't know the name of the actress who plays her. I have no idea.
We want to guess, or are we gonna?
Sydney Sweeney.
Sydney Sweeney. That is a good guess. Unfortunately, incorrect. We're looking for Catherine Newton. I'm not familiar. That's all I gotta say. So
I
I
you
had
know
no idea that they were
that
replaced her.
that's all right. But yeah. That is okay, but we're gonna come back to Eli again. He has another chance here for his own question. I ask you, in High School Musical 2, which character sang the iconic hit "Bet on It"?
Can we get a dance break?
Can we please not?
You know what? I'm gonna allow it a little dance break if you want to do like a 2-second little a jig even.
Well, when can we let him guess first? Because I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna get into it. You
You
know.
know what?
Don't know.
You are now
I
hosting the
don't
show.
want to know what this is gonna be. Is that Troy Bolton?
Troy Bolton, a good guess. Also the correct
That's
answer.
correct.
Troy
That
Bolton,
is correct.
indeed. Zac Efron.
Zephron even.
I wasn't a fan of High School Musical, but I am aware of it. I'm scraping.
All I can say is that Troy could have made the NBA if he didn't
could've.
give it up.
I agree.
Yeah.
Go Wildcats.
You shouldn't give up on your dream
No.
for
Never,
a woman.
Never
No.
give up.
Never.
Yeah,
He really left a basketball game to go and sing.
it's true. You know, if there's a song in your heart and a basketball in your hand, who knows what I'm saying? Let's move on. We're gonna move on to our next category, sports and
My
games.
head's in the game, but my heart's
here.
in the song.
And we're also going to be coming to Jimmy here to start off with sports and games. I ask you, the New York Yankees have the most World Series rings. Who has the second most? Baseball question here.
Oof. I want to go ahead and say that would be the San Francisco Giants.
San Francisco Giants, a good guess. Fortunately incorrect. So we're going to kick it to Madison here for her chance to steal.
Yeah. So. Baseball.
That is the sport.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We're gonna go with the Dodgers.
Dodgers, good guess. Unfortunately incorrect. We're looking for the St. Louis Cardinals baseball team, Redbird. And next question. Coming back to Madison again, I can't think of literally anything to say about these questions. I'd ask you, how many hotels can you put on one property in Monopoly? Board game, split many a family apart. Only allowed to play in my house on birthdays. My birthday, because I like Monopoly, but no one else will play with me unless it's my birthday. Sorry about that.
Thank you for that anecdote.
Yeah, I
So you know
apologize.
the answer to this.
I do know the answer, yeah. How many hotels can you put on one property in Monopoly?
4.
4, it's a good guess. Also correct. The answer is 4 hotels. It's a good guess. Was it
lucky
a
number.
guess or was it a?
I honestly, Monopoly is too long a game for me. My lucky number is 4.
Wow.
I
Okay,
was
came in handy
Born
there.
on the 4th.
Yeah,
James
oh.
Madison was the 4th president.
Okay. Do you feel
My
close?
soccer number was 4.
Wow.
I
okay.
feel like close to the number 4, and I just went with it. And
It is
it
working.
pulled through again.
It would appear too. So
How
we're
does 4
actually.
houses in one hotel.
I didn't write this one. I refuse to take the heat for this one. There's been many mistakes by myself. I won't. I believe Gene wrote this question. Not to throw him under the bus, but I'm
Wow.
throwing him under the bus. I shall. So
Like,
we're gonna move
geez,
on.
like-
We're gonna move on to.
son.
We're gonna move on to Eli here for his own question. I ask you: across the 4 major professional U.S. sports, there are only 9 teams whose names do not end with the letter S. Name 2 of them.
Wait.
We're looking for 2.
Wait.
Okay.
4?
Any 2 of these 9 teams that don't end with the letter S across all 4 major U.S. sports.
What are the 4 U.S. major sports?
We got basketball, football, hockey,
Baseball?
and baseball.
Okay.
Sure do,
I'll say the Miami Heat and the Tampa and the Lightning.
That is correct. Those are 2 of the acceptable teams. We have a whole list here, and that is correct. So we're going to be coming back to Jimmy for his very own sports question. I ask you, what year was the Nintendo Wii launched? This is in the games part of sports and games.
I believe that was launched in 2004.
2004. It's a good guess. Another 4 answer. Unfortunately incorrect. And we're going to come back to Madison to see if she can steal.
I'll go 2006.
2006, good guess. That is also the correct answer. 2006.
Out of nowhere that came from, I gotta say.
Doesn't the Wii hold a special place in all of our hearts?
does.
It
That was
does.
my first gaming console.
The little
Good
the
times.
memories.
Good times.
Wii
Good
tennis.
times. Madison, we're going to be coming back to you for your very own question. Again, I ask you, who said float like a butterfly, sting like a bee?
For sports and games?
For sports and games. This is a quote by a sport or a game person.
You got this.
I'm flabbergasted right now.
Flabbergasted.
I'm flabbergasted.
Oh my.
Flummox, Steven.
Wow.
Baffled.
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 Come up with some good diction here.
Venus Williams.
Venus Williams, good guess. Very famous athlete, unfortunately incorrect. So we're going to kick it to Eli here, see if he wants to steal.
I'm going to say Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali, good answer. That is the correct answer. Very famous, possibly the GOAT of boxing, if you ask anybody. He's famous for float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. That is his quote. So we are going to move on now to the next question for Eli. I ask you, how many points do you need to score to win a game of ping pong if you are playing by the official rules?
I'm going to say 21.
21. Can you do something for me? Good guess. Unfortunately, incorrect. So we're going to be coming back to Jimmy to see if we can steal. I had to do it. I had to.
I'm going to go ahead and say 11.
11. That's a good answer. Also, the correct answer. 11 indeed. That is the number that we were looking for here. You
know why I know that, Max?
Why do you know that?
A lot of VR ping pong with Kyle's VR headset.
VR ping pong.
VR ping pong.
Immersive.
Very.
And apparently educational. It's a lot. Yeah, that is a lot to unpack.
Hey man, don't knock it till you try it. It's
Don't
great.
knock it. Yeah, I agree.
I suck at ping pong normally, but VR ping pong, whew.
That's all I can say.
He's like that. Okay, so we're going to move on now to our scores again. So the scores here we have, quite the change up. Madison at 1350, Jimmy at 675, and Eli at 900. I don't want to be that guy, but Jimmy, what happened?
Can we get a recount?
Yeah, I mean, we can look for a recount.
Fake news going on.
I mean, Madison's been kind of kicking in high gear here, and you know,
I will say this. On the one of the sports questions with the 9 teams that didn't end with an S, you're missing one. And I'm not putting the heat on you. The Seattle Kraken, that wasn't up there.
Ooh, it wasn't.
I should get a point for that.
Eagle-eyed. You
One
know what?
singular point. Give him one singular point.
Yeah, let's literally give him one singular point. Literally give him one.
I will happily
6, 7,
I
6.
will happily take that.
I'm perfectly okay with that. So these are our scores. We got Madison first, Eli in second, and Jimmy in a laughable third. But you know that's all right because we still have more time here. We can move on here to the next interviews, which is what we're doing here. I knew that's what we're doing. The next interviews. I'm awkward. That doesn't mean that I don't know what's going on. It means the words out of my mouth don't know what's going on. So we're actually coming to Jimmy here for an interview. Jimmy, why don't you tell me what's going on? Like, why don't you tell the people what you're about? You know.
What do you mean? What do you mean specifically? Just like what? Like why am I here? Like
tell us about yourself. What major are you? What year are you? Where do you live?
Gotcha.
Where do you?
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm a communications major, double concentration in sports communication as well as journalism. Having a lot of fun with that, being able to, have a lot of opportunities with the stuff in the studio here. I am the producer of Halftime on the Hudson as well, one of our other shows of MCTV, so check that out. Right now I'm living on campus in Foy, actually, with our gracious host, Max Hochberg. He is absolutely lovely to share space with.
As long as we're plugging the Foy house, I'm just gonna say, Tommy, do the dishes, please. I would love it if you did the dishes. It's your week.
Do the dishes.
Yeah, do the dishes. Let's on 3, 1, 2, 3. Do the dishes, Tommy. Yeah. So thank you for that, Jimmy. Very insightful. We're gonna move on to Madison for an interview. Why don't you tell us your major? So you've been on the show so many times. If you don't want to say your major again, you can do whatever. Tell us about yourself.
Hey guys, I'm
Go crazy.
Madison. I'm a communications major, also concentrating in journalism. This is my last semester here, guys. So hopefully not my last quiz show because I did take the L on the last quiz show, and I am here to take the W on this one.
Wow.
I am here to take the W.
Oh my.
Yeah, that's all I gotta say, I think. Unless you have any other questions.
I have nothing. I'm flummoxed, as we said earlier. But yeah, very few words. Quite a lot of meaning out of that. It was speak quietly, and there's probably another part of that quote. I don't know. Let's move on.
Don't speak in my
Eli, how you doing? How you doing, Eli?
Okay.
How are you doing? Tell us about yourself. What's going on? What's your major? Where do you live? What's your favorite color? Take your pick.
My name's Eli. Media production is my major. I live in McCormick Hall here in Seekonk, Massachusetts, back home. My favorite color is blue. I think that answers all the questions.
You really took what I said literally. And blue. Tell me more about that. Blue.
That's a nuclear take, by the way.
It's-
Blue is such
yeah.
an overrated color.
Blue. I'd
You
have
know
to
what?
agree.
I
Why am being
disagree.
attacked for
Ooh.
this?
I think blue. I also agree that blue is my favorite color,
Ooh.
but also, like, I don't think I've met a person that like dislikes the color blue. Like, that's a great color. It may be like overrated, but that's just because so many people like it because it's so good. You can't go wrong with blue.
Kind of like the LeBron of colors. It's just like,
Yeah, it is.
Do you wanna join the bandwagon?
Like, if you're gonna draft colors, blue is your first pick.
yeah, it's an overall.
Now you see that. I'd
first
say
round
that's
pick.
a hot take. I would go personally red. As
Oh,
number
red
one overall.
category. Yeah.
We all have our
That's just me.
preferences.
That's just me.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna move on here to our next section here, round 3. So we're gonna go into the next category, history.
Swear I could lose it
We're
all.
looking for history now. So we're gonna be coming back to Jimmy again. I ask you, Ray Kroc founded which food retail brand in April of 1955?
April 1955. What was my man Ray Kroc doing back then? You know, Max.
Talk to me.
I wish I could. I am hoodwinked, as some would say.
Hoodwinked.
Hoodwinked.
My goodness. The diction tonight. I listen, I hear what you're saying. I'm going to have to disagree. I think this might be a low
I'm
point.
having so much
if we ever come
fun.
back, to be frank with you.
I have been laughing the entire time. This is so much fun.
It's-
That's the point.
It's a surreal moment, but, good.
Yeah.
You have a guess? Did you even answer? I don't remember. We're playing loose and wild tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Max, I'm gonna have to say he founded Purdue.
Purdue, that's a good guess. Unfortunately, incorrect. We're going to move on to Madison for a chance to steal.
Considering his last name, I'm gonna guess the crock pot.
Ooh, the crock pot. That is a very good guess with what you've been given. Unfortunately, incorrect. We're looking for McDonald's. McDonald's food.
Yeah, there's a movie about it.
Yeah.
I have never watched
the
the movie.
founder,
I'm a media
2016,
production
with
major.
Michael
Keaton.
Keaton.
Oh,
Thank
that
you.
is right. Yeah.
Yeah, he got me. Yeah, good movie, good food. The Land, Air, and Sea. I'm gonna plug the Land, Air, and Sea. Try it.
You know,
Literally
don't,
try
don't
it.
knock until you try.
Don't knock the Land, Air, and Sea. It's coming at you at all fronts. So we're going to move on here for Madison's very own question. I ask you, which famous singer died in a plane crash near Clear Lake, Iowa in February of 1959? It's a much darker question than Mickey
turn we
D's.
have
Yeah,
taken.
a full 180.
Okay. I flabbergasted again. I am flabbergasted again. That's that question came out of left field, and I don't know a lot of singers prior to the 50s in the first place. Let alone a singer who died in a plane crash.
There's been
Yeah.
a few. There's been a
Like,
few.
but like in 1959.
Yeah, there's the rub.
That's
Shakespeare would
the
say.
rub.
Shakespeare would say, that's the rub.
Yeah. I have no guess.
No guess? Not even a way out there. You might as well do one for fun.
Yeah, no, I got nothing. I got
All right.
nothing.
Well, we can move on to Eli here for a chance to steal. Eli, you got anything?
I have no idea if this is right, but the first singer that came to mind for that was Richie Valens.
Richie Valens. That's a pretty great guess. Unfortunately, incorrect. We're looking for my man.
It is correct.
Okay, there's been a massive overtake in the. So that is
Stop
actually.
the count! Stop the count!
Don't pay literally any attention to this at all. Apparently that is correct. I'm hearing.
Buddy Holly and Richie Valens and another one.
Oh, they were all in the same crowd. Wow. Okay.
Oh.
I'm not gonna say bonus points, but I'm gonna say you for sure get the points for that. I might look like Buddy Holly, but you look like a genius. That's a Weezer reference for
I did not get
for the 3 people that are gonna watch this.
That is very reminiscent of a multiple choice question with A, B, and C, and then all of the above.
Yeah. Well, that's on me. Apologies, but that's all right. But.
Dude,
It is okay. We're going to be coming back to Eli again for his own question. I ask you, in 1954, the United States carried out hydrogen bomb test on Bikini Atoll, part of which island group?
I feel like I should know this one.
Do you feel like you know this one, or do you know this one?
what's with the
I don't.
1950s?
A lot of historical moments in the 50s.
Lots of 50s, yeah.
My father was born. That's it.
That's it.
That's
Yeah.
that's it. We got it. And also something with hydrogen bombs, I guess.
And Buddy Holly died in a
And
plane crash.
Buddy Holly died.
Among others.
And who else?
Richie Valens.
Oh, he still got it. He still got it. We are looking for this question. We kind of got away there. I don't know how it happened. We're looking for the island group.
I'll say the Cayman Islands. I don't know.
Cayman Islands. Unfortunately, incorrect. Jimmy, did you just see the screen there?
I did not know.
Okay, well, that's fine. Don't worry about it. Cayman Islands, unfortunately incorrect. Jimmy, you have a chance to steal here.
Now, I may not know the answer, but I do know the history of this. The Bikini Atoll
Whoa.
with the bomb testings, I do believe that this is what SpongeBob was based off of with Bikini Bottom.
Really?
I do believe
heard that,
so.
That doesn't help you in any way, but
I know it doesn't, but
I-
He's looking for that one additional
I-
point.
I-
again.
yeah,
I'm
I mean, yeah.
begging.
I might give you the
He's
point.
plugging SpongeBob right
Yeah.
now. Go
but
stream
Max,
Nickelodeon.
I want to say it was the Philippines.
The Philippines, incorrect. The United States has not bombed the Philippines. That would probably lead to some interesting things if we bombed literally the entire country of the Philippines. But, not a great guess, but it was a guess. Unfortunately, the correct answer is actually the Marshall Islands.
Obviously.
I know nothing about them. Moving on to Jimmy's very own question: Who was Harry S. Truman's vice president from 1959 to 1953? We're looking for the VP at the time.
Dude, I don't know much about Truman. All I know is that this was pretty, like 4 years after World War II. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ended in 45.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that William Howard Taft. I know he was a president, but I have a feeling that he was a VP beforehand.
Interesting. Unfortunately, incorrect. Not what we're looking for. Madison, you have a chance to steal here.
Yeah, I also am not quite sure. I'm just gonna guess another president. We'll go with Garfield.
Garfield, it's a good guess. He hated Mondays. Unfortunately, incorrect. The correct answer is Alden Barkley. I Googled him before this.
Who?
No, yeah. Who? You're irrelevant. You're dead. Born in the 1800s.
Wow.
Sorry to his family.
But so does VP in the 50s.
In the 50s. Again,
Again in the 50s.
You had to be there. I was born in the wrong generation. I should have been in the 50s with polio. We're going to move on to Madison's very own question. I ask you, what is both a famous landmark and an ancient Greek temple? Looking for the landmark.
Yeah, the landmark. Okay. I want to say Acropolis or
Acropolis? That is not a bad guess. Unfortunately, incorrect. I wish I could say it was the right answer, but not right. We're moving on to Eli
Okay.
for a chance to steal here.
Is that the Parthenon?
Parthenon, good
that
answer.
might be it.
The correct answer, actually.
Yeah,
Parthenon
that
is
was a
it.
good one.
That's a good answer.
That was
We're gonna move on for Eli's very own question. In which modern day country is the ancient city of Babylon?
It's a terrible movie.
Oh no, I liked it.
Do not stream Babylon.
No, we'll talk about this later. I'm gonna have a beef with Eli. I like that movie. It had Margot Robbie in it.
I'll say
Shout out to Margot. That's a plug I need. Shout
Go
out to
stream
Margot
Margot
Robbie.
Robbie.
Go stream, yeah.
I'll say Sedan.
Sedan, not a bad guess. Unfortunately, incorrect. So we are gonna come back to Jimmy for a chance to answer here.
Modern day country. All I can think of is one of the seven wonders of the world, the Hanging Gardens of Babylon.
Wow.
Yeah, that's all I can think of. Hey
Deep
man,
cut.
I
Deep cut.
I just want
He
to
wants
Not
the
irrelevant.
points. He wants
Not
the
irrelevant.
not irrelevant
Yeah.
indeed, but
Do we have a country, a modern day country that place was at?
I want to say Afghanistan.
Afghanistan. You're near in the ballpark. Unfortunately, incorrect. We were looking for Iraq.
What is that,
is
like the
what we're
country over?
Don't ask me
I-
geography
I-
right now.
Not the country.
The last thing I need to be juggled in here is like geography. That's what's gonna.
Middle
that's-
Eastern countries.
That's
like,
what. Yeah, that's what'll send me to the hospital. I'm functioning at like the highest level I
Oh.
can right now. That's
Carpool
all.
to the Mid Hudson.
Mid-Hudson.
That is stream them, plug them in mid bridge. That's fine though. We are gonna move on here to literature. It's our final category. In literature, we're gonna be asking. I believe we're on Jimmy right now. He has his very own question. The line "I took the one less traveled by" was written by which poet?
want to say Robert Frost.
With Robert Frost, that's a good guess. Also correct. That is
That was an
Yeah.
ass pull.
the correct guess.
yeah.
That came out of nowhere. That was a guess.
Yeah.
Well, it paid off. That is the correct answer.
Let's see
Very
those
famous
points go up.
poet.
Oh yeah.
Eli.
Oh yeah. I'm making some headway, guys. Don't even worry.
Is there like a final like question, right?
Yeah, there's a wager. We'll get to that.
Okay,
Let's
Don't,
keep
don't trip. Don't
let's
trip.
keep the surprise going. So that is
Okay,
the
guys.
correct answer. We're gonna move back on to Madison for her own question. What is T.S. Eliot's most famous poem? It's a little subjective. But
Well, yeah. I
mean,
who
it's-
who decided
it's-
that it was
it's-
his most famous poem? Let's talk about it.
I mean, it's scholars. I want to go to bed.
Okay, relatable. T.S. Eliot. I am gonna guess. Yeah, I don't have a guess. I
No
don't.
guess.
No.
Any poem you could throw it out there. You could
Any
you could
poem?
plug something if you want and make that your answer.
I don't have a plug. I'm gonna plug Eli because Eli is
Aw.
Eli's up next. He's gonna guess the next
Well,
question. So
Well, that was a wholesome moment. We are gonna go to Eli to see if he can steal these points. Eli, you have a guess? Most famous poem.
I feel like I should know this. I feel like I've said that a lot tonight. Yeah, I have no idea.
No idea at all. No guess.
Nah.
Oh, it's just one of those days.
It really is.
We were looking for The Wasteland, very famous poem, not liked by a lot of people apparently. I've written on my paper it sucks. By the way, I have no idea who put that there, but I'm gonna agree. I don't like.
Have you read it personally?
I haven't, but you know what? I never.
so
will.
why is it the most popular?
That's a good question. Well, I mean, it's
everyone
very
hates
famous.
it,
It's
why
not
is it-
popular. It's infamous, if anything, I guess.
Ooh,
It's
infamous.
It's hated. We are going to move on now to Eli's very own question. I ask you, J.R. Tolkien's was good friends with his this fellow author. Who is he? Who are we talking about here?
Wait, that could be anyone.
Well, I mean, like famously, like who is he?
Like this author was friends with another author.
Yeah, but like there's like a. Just answer the question. I'm dying up here. Just please.
I'll go Ernest Hemingway.
Ernest Hemingway, good guess. Unfortunately incorrect. Jimmy, you want to get that one?
I'm gonna say George R.R. Martin.
George R.R. Martin, unfortunately incorrect. We're looking for C.S. Lewis. C.S. Lewis, Stuart Little, I think. Famous author.
Possibly.
Who knows? I mean, hey, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
Jimmy,
I got
we're coming with you to your own question. I ask you, who wrote No Country for Old Men?
You would know this. I have a feeling.
Well, I would know. I have the answer in front of me.
Oh, you-
So, very, very famous Western book. Later became a 2007 movie with the Coen brothers. With Josh
was the
Brolin.
movie any good?
The movie's fantastic, actually.
Is it?
I love the movie. Yeah.
Never seen it.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I don't got a guess. I don't even.
very
I
good.
don't have any idea.
No guess?
No guess.
Say anything?
Yeah.
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 I feel that. For real. we can move on to Madison, see if she wants to guess for some points here. Author for No Country for Old Men.
I've got nothing again. So believe it or not, my guess will once again be James Patterson.
James Patterson. Eventually it'll get right if we go through enough
Yeah.
books. Unfortunately incorrect. We're looking for Cormac McCarthy.
Yeah, no.
Cormac.
That's a cool name.
A good author name. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. We're going to move on to Madison. Your own question. I ask you, in American Psycho, this watch brand is mentioned over 20 times in the book, but never once in the movie. What brand is it?
Okay. A watch brand. We'll go Rolex.
Rolex, that is a good guess. Also correct. Mentioned many times to show the capitalist environment that these psychos live in. Probably some kind of brand thing that they couldn't work out in the movie, so wasn't in the movie at all. But a good guess,
Why we couldn't
good
have
answer.
seen Patrick Bateman with a rollie on his wrist.
I know. I kind of want to see him iced out too.
Yeah.
Honestly, it would have made a much more entertaining movie in my opinion. But yeah. So we're gonna move on to Eli here for his own question. I ask you, what state did the playwright Tennessee Williams live in for most of his life? It's a harder question because we're getting toward the end of the game here.
I mean, there's no way it's Tennessee.
Well, I'm gonna say nothing about that actually.
It's a 1 in 50 chance,
Dude, you
Eli.
can't do this.
Or I could just gaslight you as much as possible to see what I can. You're under my control.
I know he wrote Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. Do I get any points for that?
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no points for knowing that piece of knowledge. We're looking for where he lived.
I'll go with Missouri.
Missouri, that's a good guess. Also correct. That is where he lived in for most of his life. It was a 1 in 50 shot.
He's like, yeah, whatever, Missouri, correct.
That was great.
That was a Hail Mary.
Round of applause for Eli.
I'll clap for that. Yeah.
Wow.
So
Look at this guy.
we are gonna move on now here to look at our scores again. We're looking at our scores here. As of right now, we have Madison at 1,750 points, Jimmy at 1,076 points, and Eli at 2,100. Eli, how are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling, honestly, still pretty nervous about going to the wager round.
Yeah,
A lot of lucky guesses in there.
It's a make or break. I'm sorry, but I have to acknowledge, how do you feel about having 21 as your number? Does that bring out anything in you? Or? Well,
What?
it's a Rich Flex reference. Talking about earlier.
I don't know what you.
It's all right. We can move
Max is
on.
trying to cue me over.
Max,
I-
I'm trying to think of
21,
some
can you
diction
do
that I could
something
say
for
here,
me?
but
Hey, yo.
I didn't know that.
I'm flummoxed. I know we've said that
Flummoxed,
before,
yeah.
but I'm
Wait,
flummoxed.
can we take
It's-
a brief
it's a-
pause? It's time to be real.
No, it's
Ooh,
not.
I
Yes,
don't know
no,
if
it
I'll
literally
allow
is.
that.
No,
This
okay.
is mine. I'm the host now, and I have a.
No? No time to be real? Okay, well, wait. I'll
No.
wait till the end. I'm sorry.
No, so those are our scores. We are going to move on now to the wager round. So we're going to be getting out our wager sheets here. The way this works is you write a number down. We're going to be asking what
Thank you.
categories you guys want to see.
Thank you very much.
Here by points. So Eli, you have first priority of what category you want. So what do you think?
I'll take movies.
Movies? That's a good guess. Surprising out of you. Didn't think you were going to pick that. Movies is a good one. And we're going to be coming to Madison now. What category would you like to do?
I personally am going to go for music.
Music? Okay. Music is good. And Jimmy, what do you want to do?
You know, I feel like this isn't very surprising, but I'll go sports and games.
Sports and games. That's a good one. Okay. So we're going to be coming to all three of you next. We're going to be doing movies. So write down what amount of points you want to wager. You will lose those points if you get the question wrong. You will get those points if you get the question right. You can bet as many points as you have up until the total that you have. Again, you can see your totals on the screen here. And the category is movies. Does everyone have their score written down?
I do.
Okay. I ask you, in Dune, what is the name of the planet that the House of Atreides are instructed to take over from the House of Harkonnen? You guys have
Eli,
some-
you've set us up for failure.
some time. I feel like my pronunciation is not.
I feel like we should have picked literature.
I think.
You know,
Well, I'm gonna have to agree. You guys have 30 seconds to.
Can you say it again?
Sure can. In Dune, what is the name of the planet that the House of Atreides are instructed to take over from the House of Harkonnen?
can you say it in English?
And you guys have 30 seconds to write down an answer. You can just give me a little wave when you've figured it out. Let's see. Okay. All right. Are we all squared away here?
Sure.
All right. I'm gonna come to Eli
You had
first with
130
what he put his answer. Why don't you show us?
I said Seekonk.
Seekonk. I believe that's a reference to your hometown.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Unfortunately, incorrect. You are going to be losing. What is that? 500 points.
Yes, sir.
Not too bad. Not too damaging, but quite a chunk. It would have been better to keep those points. I don't know how you're feeling. That's my opinion. So we're gonna come back to Madison here. Let's see what your answer. Timothy Chalamet, definitely a star of the movie Dune. Also a very punchable person. And I hate him. I hate him so much.
Okay.
If he were in the room right now, it'd be on site. He'd be on site
No,
right now.
let me
I
stop
hate
you
his
right there.
dumb face.
No.
I hate. Oh, the fellas are giving me the thumbs up.
Stop!
His stupid little blazer with no shirt on underneath. I want to take him to town. I want to.
Whoa!
It was all an internal
You know what?
thing. I
I'm
love
gonna
him.
take him to town too, but for a
No,
different reason.
I want
Different
to
reason. Timothy
punch him in the
Chalamet.
face. That's Timothy Chalamet. Good answer. Unfortunately, incorrect. You're gonna be losing 200 points. Not terrible. Not a terrible amount of points to lose. We're gonna be coming to Jimmy here for his answer. Jimmy, what you got? Brian. Yeah, Brian. It's a good guess. Brian the planet, famous from Dune. Unfortunately, incorrect. You're gonna be losing 100 points. Just for curiosity's sake, we were looking for Arrakis.
Oh, that was my second guess.
Obviously.
Arachis.
You know, I just wanted to be like courteous and get the question wrong.
I was
We were
thinking
looking for
Seekonk or
Arrakis.
Obviously.
Yeah, everyone's familiar with Arrakis. Yeah, so we're gonna look at our scores again. We have we have Eli still in first with 1,600. Madison in a substantially closer 1,550, and Jimmy not super far behind, still salvageable at 976 points. So we are gonna move on now to our music question for the wager round. So you can write down your wager points, how many you want to wager here. Again, you have up to how many points you have here to wager. You will lose those points if you get it wrong, and you will win those points if you get it correct. I almost drank from the mic and picked up the water bottle.
So true.
I'm freaking out up here.
Max, you seeing the Hat Man?
Mid
like
Hudson
Aaron
Regional,
Rodgers?
here we come.
Max took way too much ayahuasca.
Oh my God, that's what it is. I'm seeing there's spiders in my skin.
He's on the planet Seekonk right now.
Is everyone got their answers in order? All right. Okay. In music, I ask you, what day and year did One Direction announce their hiatus?
Oh my God.
There's no way.
We have several varying reactions in the group. We're looking for
hang
the
on.
specific date and year.
Yeah.
I remember exactly where I was.
We're looking for the month, the day, and the year in the American calendar. I forget the fancy word for it. It would have made me sound smart, but it's all right.
What if we get the date right but not the year, and what if we get the year right and not the date?
It is no good. Oh, incorrect. We're looking for the day and the year. I won't think less of you,
Dude,
but I will.
my sisters would know this by heart. If they were to see this, they would be hoodwinked.
Hoodwinked.
I've said that before.
Still good though.
All right.
All right. Are we all squared away here?
Yes.
We got it? Okay. All right. We're going to come to Eli again. Eli, what do we got?
March 8th, 2015.
Ooh, March 8th, 2015. Not a, that's a good guess. Unfortunately, incorrect. But only 50 points. That's not a lot to lose. It's pretty good shape for you. So you are going to lose those points because that's not the correct. That's not the exact date we're looking for.
We have a tie.
So we're going to come to Madison here.
Not for long.
Madison, what do we got here? March 16th, 2018. It's a good guess. Unfortunately, also incorrect. It's 400 points
Did
there.
I get half points?
It is. There's
or
no
is it
half
completely
points.
wrong? No, I know, but like.
Well,
did I
we'll
get,
see.
Okay.
We'll see. I don't want to give too much away here.
Okay.
But unfortunately, incorrect. You are going to be losing 400 points here. It's a sad thing to see, but we're going to come to Jimmy now. Jimmy, what do we think?
March 14th, 2021.
Okay, so we're thinking this was recent, much more recent than our other contestants. Unfortunately, incorrect. That's not what we're looking for here. You're going to be losing 200 points there. We were looking for March 25th, 2015.
Are you, I was that close?
Wow.
Yeah, I
We
wasn't
all
going
from
to...
March.
Yeah,
That's
I mean, you guys were on the same page. I was saying like, wow, that's shocking, and then I like remembered like, oh, you're gonna
What
give it
was the
away.
year?
And then
2015.
2015? Okay.
Yeah, so all in the same month, and pretty close, but no cigar, as the expression goes. So that's all right. So we're gonna look at our scores again here.
This is getting sad right now.
Never a fan of One Direction personally.
I was minus 200.
Yeah. But hey, that's all right. Okay, so we're going to be looking at here. Eli is still in a much bigger lead at 1,550. That's 1,550 points. Madison's again in second with 1,150 points. And Jimmy is just really making a mockery of the state of Massachusetts with 776 points. Not even just sitting in triple digits. But, that's all right because I have a feeling that we're going to be doing a little better here in Jim Jam Town as a sports comm major because we're going to be moving on to sports here. Category is sports. So if you guys could write down your wager number, you'll be losing those points. You'll be winning those points if wrong or right. Wow, we got some serious faces there thinking.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
You could hear a pen drop in here.
A pen?
A pen. You could hear either.
I
Write
believe
down
the
the
phrase
number.
is I can hear a pin drop. Okay.
I just want to go home. Camera 3, look at my bags. You seeing this? You seeing this?
Can we get a close up of the bags?
Enhance
We're
image.
living this together, MCTV.
Oh, we're getting a
family.
close up here.
Oh boy, we're getting a close up in here.
Oh yeah.
Ooh wee, that's way too close to my face. I got pimples and stuff. What do we think of this? Leave in the comment what you think we should do about this. I'm getting a thumbs up from Chris. Let's move on. All right, Eli, I'm coming back for you for your answer here. What do we think here? The question is, the 2002 Oakland Athletics had one of the most legendary baseball seasons of all time, inspiring the famous movie Moneyball. Very good movie. Despite this, Oakland did not make it past the first round of the playoffs. What team eliminated them? So if you could write down. Just the rug just ripped out from
I don't know
under
why
them.
that was so funny.
You guys have 30 seconds to write down your answer.
That's like
And
the most minor part of the movie.
well, it's what the question is. Just watching Jimmy give, I believe that was a fist pump that I saw, and just seeing the rug pulled right out from under him. Ooh.
Can I get the question again? Like,
Who beat?
The 2002 Oakland Athletics had one of their most legendary baseball seasons of all time,
is this MLB?
Yes.
Okay.
inspiring the famous movie Moneyball. Despite this, Oakland did not make it past the first round of the playoffs. What team eliminated them? Really makes it a much more bleak movie by putting in perspective that they really didn't do anything in the playoffs. That's
Spoiler alert.
pretty sad. Well, I mean, it's in the question. I'm a thirsty little guy. Okay, looks like Eli and Madison have their guesses down. Jimmy's working hard there. Okay. All right, we're going to come to Eli here. We're going to see what do we got here, Eli?
Boston Red Sox.
The Boston Red Sox, good guess. Unfortunately, incorrect. So you're going to be losing 399 points. I think you probably did the math correct there. I'm not going to even attempt that in my head right now, but something about that specific number makes me think that it was calculated. We're going to come to Madison now. Madison, what do we got here?
I put the
We got
White Sox.
White Sox, another good guess. Unfortunately, incorrect. You're going to be losing 150 points. Unfortunately, no correct guesses so far. Jimmy, let's see what you got
I
here.
did the White Sox too.
Oh, for all the points.
Yeah.
For all
Put
the
me at
points.
zero.
For
Put him
every
at
single
0.
point. For anyone paying attention at home, that is all the points.
Now, can I
That is
can
zero
I,
he has.
Can I
now.
interpret why they were laughing so hard?
Feel free.
Because
Speculate wildly.
Because
on.
that fist bump was because I thought we were going in the route of how many wins they had gotten.
That's what I thought it was going to be.
Because
too.
in my sports analytics class that I'm taking right now, I am reading Moneyball.
Shout out to Jimmy's sports analytics professor.
Dude, Zachary Arth, what a great professor. Great professor.
Shout
Round of applause for Zachary Arth.
Yeah, dude. Bring it in. Bring
But
it
yeah,
in.
no, I thought we were going in the direction of how many wins they got.
Yeah.
It was 111, and I was very.
It's not what it was.
Yeah, I know.
No,
Yeah.
not what it was.
Yeah.
All right, so we are.
What was the answer?
The answer was the Minnesota Twins.
Obviously.
Yeah, I mean, the Twins. I'm not a baseball guy.
It was always the Twins.
So since me and
also-
Jimmy had twin answers there,
Oh.
does that count for anything?
I'm
point.
gonna say that gets a point in my heart. Yes. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Let's
our,
go.
our
How about
final
like 152
Yeah.
points?
Yeah. One in Max's heart. Yes, that's what we're seeing. So coming down now to the end of the game, we have Eli at
Only one twin got
1,151
I know.
points,
Vote.
Madison at a cool
got it.
1,001, and Jimmy with one little point right here. It's right here in my little fact heart. So we do have a clear winner here. It is Eli. Eli, you've taken the win here. Very careful, cold killer you are in the fact world. You got anything you want to say as a winner?
Not really.
Okay.
Happy to be here with Max's first show. Think you did a great job, everyone.
Round of
Wow.
applause again for Max.
Yeah. Well deserved.
Well deserved.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I feel I killed this. Obviously.
We love you, Max.
Lord bless whoever has to edit this thing. I'm sorry. All right. Well, Eli, you feeling good? Feeling good about?
Feeling great.
Feeling great. All right. Well, that's gonna be the end of our show. Thank you to Jimmy. Thank you to Madison. Thank you to Eli for coming on the show. I had maybe not a good time.
I had a time.
So thank you for joining us here. We have don't forget to subscribe to MCTVHD. Check us out on Instagram and whatever social media platforms we have. We have a Facebook and a Twitter. I don't know if it's still active, but you can find us. Leave a like and keep it here for any more MCTV shows. We have sports, we have quiz show, we have news, we have Studio A. That's a pretty good one. And thank you for joining us. And that's gonna be it. It's a very shameless plug. And that's gonna be it for us tonight. So thank you for watching, and good night.